and welcome to predicting rigid motion. Honestly, this kind of just puts together what we've been talking about. They're going to give you a pre-image. Pre-image means this is what happened before I did anything. This is my original. And then they're going to give you some options or instructions of what may have happened. And the best way I can tell you to figure out what happened is try it. For example, let's say I have the points A at 3, 1, B at 4, 1, and C at 4, 3. Well, it doesn't matter how many rigid motions in a row I do, it's still going to be the same. I highly suggest you go back, I think it's 2 units. There was a big chart of all the different techniques that you could do to reflect, rotate, translate, dilate, and stretch. You should have that handy as you do this test, or as you try any of these problems, because then they will become a lot easier. For example, let's say I want to do 2 things. Let's say I want to reflect across the line, y equals x, and let's say then I want to translate up 1 unit. And they want to know what's going to happen. What will the new points be? Well, take a point, take all the points, write them down. 3, 1, 4, 1, 4, 3, and then follow the instructions in the chart. For example, the instructions for reflect over y equals x say switch x and y. Take where x and y are currently and flip the position. So 3, 1 becomes 1, 3. 4, 1 becomes 1, 4. 3, 4 becomes 4, 3. And now that is the new image after the first step. Then do the same thing with each step, no matter how many steps there are. Hopefully they won't give you more than 2, because it does get confusing after a while. But I'm pretty sure they don't give you more than 2. So let's try the next step. Translate up a unit. If I translate up a unit, that means I'm not changing x at all, but I'm taking y, and I'm adding 1 to whatever it is. So 3 plus 1 is 4. The 1 at the beginning does not change. 1 plus 4 is 5. Does not change. 3 plus 1 is 4. Does not change. So now if I graph 1, 4, 4, 4, and 1, 5, I get something that is the same shape and size after. And I can see it's been flipped and moved up. You may have to guess and check and try several choices before you find the right one. Or you may be able to shortcut a bit. Here are some things to watch for. Number 1, watch for congruent shapes or rigid motion. If the shape doesn't look the same before or after, then it's probably the wrong choice, or it might have had a dilation thrown in there. And you should look for a choice with dilation in it. You should also look for scale. A big thing that Plato likes to do is say, okay, it starts over here at 4, and now it moved over here to -2. Well, how many did it move? A lot of people would count 1, 2, 3, but that's not true. It went from -4 all the way to 2. So do some subtraction. 4 subtract -2 is 6. Each one of these scale numbers that they put are actually 2. So it went 2, 4, 6. So don't let that trick you. If you are careful of congruence and you're careful of scale, these problems should be okay.